So today I thought we'd head out to Parque Fernando and do a little bit of red deer stag hunting because we haven't done it in quite a while, and honestly, I love hunting the red deer. We got a level 5 right there, and I saw another, actually a really good stag somewhere over there. But the question is where did he go? Tiny level 4 there, and there is the one that we're looking for. 380 yards away. That's a massive level 7 out there. He's got an awesome rack on him as well, so we're definitely going to go for that one. But there's actually quite a few over there. I think there might be 3 of them, and I can only see 2 right now, so we'll try and get a little bit closer. I kind of like this angle. We're looking at about 350 right here, and I think we might take the shot. Well, now he's actually turned a little bit too much for a shot. I mean, yeah, we could probably take that shot, but he's actually quartering a little bit more than I would like. So if we took that shot, we might only catch the liver and not be able to penetrate enough through to catch the lung. But now, we'll slide over a little bit more here, and we should be looking... Well, if that tree wasn't there, it would be looking pretty good. Alright, so in this case, we gotta try and get a little bit closer. There we go. He's actually stopped perfectly broadside at about 350. That should definitely do. That should have been lung and liver. So if he goes down right there. Yes, he did. Okay, perfect. So as long as we don't run out of render distance here, we should be looking pretty good. All we gotta do is stay on this side, and we should be looking pretty good. But that was about a 350 yard, I think, lung and liver shot. Yeah, what I've been noticing is you can take super far shots as long as you make a really good shot, and as long as it's actually under 400 yards. Because if it's under 400 yards, then you have about 100 yards to kind of play with. So say the buck's at, or say the stag's at 350, which that's what that was. As long as he goes down within the next 100 yards, that means we'll be able to find that buck or that stag. But we got a, I think that's a puma. And that should take that down. I think it was only like a level 6, but either way, he is going down. All right. So here's our puma, and it's gonna be a gold, 37.10 gold. Got a double lung spine shot at 270. Solid looking puma. And our stag should be right over here. In fact, there he is piled up right there. I really want to find out where we did hit, because I know we hit a little bit farther back, but honestly, because he was kind of centered and broadside like that, I feel like there was actually a pretty good shot. Let's pick him up and see how we did. Ended up getting a left lung, liver, and a stomach shot at 380 yards. So honestly, that shot actually worked out pretty perfectly because we actually did center him, and not only did we only get a single lung, but we caught liver and stomach from that shot. So even if I would have held a little bit more forward, which I kind of would have liked to, but honestly, it worked out even better because even if we would have hit right here, we only would have got a single lung. And although I think he still probably would have went down in render, it would have been kind of close. It would have been cutting it close. So the fact that we got left lung, liver, and stomach helped us out quite a bit. And what an awesome rack on that stag. I just found a pile of red deer out here, and there's about 2 or 3 stags out here, but they're really difficult to see. There's a good level 6 there, and I think there might be another good level 6 right there somewhere, but that is a massive herd of red deer. Right there's the 1.6. It's a really decent 6. That should be a gold potential. But there's a couple more in here that I'd like to see before we take a shot on that one. Oh, look at that. 20 to 66 on the score estimate on that thing. That is so tiny. Alright, well, I don't actually see the one that I'm looking for right now. So I think what we might do is try and pull off, how far is that, 300? Try and pull off a 330 yard heart shot on that level 6 right there. That's what I think we're probably going to try and do. And we did it. He's down. Well, there's our stag piled up right there. Let's go take a look at him. He actually should be a gold. He should be a decent gold, especially for a level 6. I mean, he's not bad. So he wasn't quite big enough to be a gold, but not by much. 172.10, but we pulled off a 406 yard perfect heart shot and a left lung on that nice stag. Wow, that was one heck of a shot. I mean, I knew he was like 350 plus, but I didn't think he was 400. Holy, what a shot. So right now we're actually heading to a spot where I've honestly never gone before. I think I might have gone here once, like 2 years ago, but I had no clue that red deer even existed in this location. Well, I'm heading over here now, and we just got a call from a stag right down here, so that's looking pretty good. And the spot that we're at is actually over here on the very north end of the map by the Casita de Cornero. And the little lake right here is where we're heading to now. We just got a call over here. So I'm thinking there should be a decent stag somewhere nearby. Yeah, I've always seen this place and I always thought it looked really cool. It's just, I think when I came here once, I never saw anything. So then I never came back to this spot because I didn't actually know that red deer could come here. But maybe it's because I came here at the wrong time. Maybe I came here, you know, like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and the red deer weren't here. And I think that honestly, red deer are the only things that actually come up this far. And I would have been totally wrong because we have axis deer here. So apparently axis deer and red deer both come here. But the stag that we heard called way up in this thick brush here. In fact, I think he's like right back up in there. So we're gonna have to try and get all the way around here. However, since we do have to go over here anyways, I think we're going to take down this stag here. We're going to take one shot at about 250 and hopefully we can drop him. Well, not exactly as I planned, but I think we definitely connected pretty well. I don't actually feel like taking any more shots with the rifle because I don't want to spook that other stag. So if this one slows down a little bit here. Slow down, slow down. Okay. Got him. He shouldn't go far. No, he didn't. He's down. That worked out pretty cool actually. So we held for about like 190 and that stag was 250. That was a problem. If he was under 200, it would have been a perfect hard shot, but because he was 250, we dropped low. But we got to follow up on him with the bow, and here he is right here. Let's pick him up. So 135, but let's take a look at that shot. Yeah, we dropped right below the heart at 250, just like I thought. But then we ended up pulling off a nice 68-yard double lung shot right there. And honestly, the fact that he actually kept on walking after that second shot is pretty impressive to me. Now I know I said we're gonna hunt for red deer, but we just found something that's pretty special. That's a huge rare piebald axis buck, and he's guaranteed gold potential. So we definitely want to try and get him. But we don't have a very good wind, and he's at a pretty bad angle for a shot. However, I guess if we held low, I think that could definitely work. So let's try that. Let's bust out the Mosin. We're gonna go prone and we're gonna hold below the heart. That way if we miss, it should be a clean miss, but hopefully we don't miss. Oh man, that looked perfect. And it was because he's down. Look at that. He stopped right behind that hill. You can just barely see part of his antler sticking out right there. Wow, that was close. I honestly was a little bit worried when he actually took off after the shot, especially the fact considering I was literally holding directly on the heart. But we must have connected because he is definitely down. And there he lays right there, right behind the tree. Holy, let's take a look at this. I mean, honestly, he went down in an incredible position. However, there's a giant tree right here that is literally blocking us from taking an awesome picture of this incredible rare axis buck here. So I guess we're gonna have to go with what we can get, which is gonna be kind of something like that, or maybe like that. I don't know. We might be able to try and swing back over here, and take kind of a different angle of that. It's really not ideal, but it still looks kind of cool. Anyways, let's pick it up and see how we did. And that's going to be a 195.7 gold Axis buck. That's a huge rare Axis buck, and I think that might be my biggest one ever. He does have a really cool symmetrical looking rack as well, but we ended up pulling off a left lung shot at 190 yards out. So it looks like I actually might have pulled a little bit too far to the right there. So again, we came to another spot where I haven't been in a while, and all of a sudden I found a massive rack. There's a huge 7 390 yards away, and there's another massive stag right there. I don't know how big he is yet, but he's definitely a... Wow! That is one incredible mythical stag right there. And honestly, this kind of reminds me of like the OG rack. So here's where we're hunting right now, and I've never really came to this spot before. Normally, because I come to this outpost here, the Casita de Corboda, and if you come to this point here, you can really only see kind of this shore. And then if you look over on this shore here, you don't see anything either. But the way that I came here today is from this tent right here, all the way down along the south end, and we spotted the stag right down over here in this little pocket, kind of like right here. And just when I thought everything was going smooth, we get a call from a puma. Holy, I wasn't kidding when I said there was another big stag there. Take a look at that. There's our mythical right there, but then look right behind. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't realize we're out in the wide open. Whoops, whoops. Look at that 7. That 7 is almost bigger than this mythical. No. That's the puma. That's the puma, by the way. It's not from us. Holy, 3 incredible stags here. We got 2 giant 7s and an incredible mythical. Well, you know what? Since this 7 is still sitting here broadside, I think we might just take the opportunity and go for him at about 250. Yeah, 250. Before this puma comes in. No! Alright, so here's what I think we want to do. We want to actually try and take a perfect hard shot on this stag here with the 30-06 at about 320 yards, and our giant mythical is actually right behind. If you look closely, you can actually see his rack sticking out right there. That's the one we want to try and get after this. So let's see if we can't take a perfect 320 yard shot with the 30-06. Man, that looked awesome. I think we might have been a tad high, but definitely smoked him. But luckily for us, the mythical did not spook from that. So I actually just heard a puma call, and rather than having this thing spook, I think we're going to take him down as well at about 250 here, and then we'll try and get closer and take down that mythical with a bow. But we should be able to take that shot. Got a little pocket right in that brush. If we could put it right in there and thread the needle, we'll be sitting pretty good. Wow, that should have been perfect. Should have been spine and lung. Alright, so here's our massive 7 that we took at about 320 yards. Take a look at that thing. He's pretty incredible looking. Let's pick him up and see how we did. A 198 gold. Pulled off a right lung shot at 316. So we were actually a little bit too high of the heart there, but still made an awesome shot and got a huge tag down. And it definitely looks like it was an awesome shot. That's vital blood. So that's why we never saw him run away, because he actually ran left instead of to the right. But anyways, here he is piled up right here. Let's take a look at another massive stag. What a perfect shot placement. 313 yards. I was holding like right here, and we got about a 4 or 5 inch drop. Ended up getting a stomach, liver, and left lung quartering away at 313 yards. But a 196 gold red deer stag. All right, so that mythical stag should be right over on the backside of that hill right there. But we got to get all the way around this water to get to that point. And once we get over there, we should be about 50 yards. But as you can see here, we have to go all the way around kind of loop around this little bayou here, and then we should be good. All right, here we go on the backside of this hill here. Now it looks like the wind is not actually good, and it's really not. But once we loop around this little point here, the wind is going to be blowing right directly opposite of that huge stag, which is exactly what we want. And take a look right there. Holy. We're 60 yards away from this giant mythical stag. All I can see is a rack, a huge rack sticking up right over that hill. We have a perfect wind. Now all we got to do is get some good cover. He's 35 yards away. He's 35 yards away right there. But yeah, we don't have cover. We're going to have to crouch up and take the shot here. What an incredible stag. Okay, so I think we're going to get ready and kind of crouch up and hope that he steps forward a little bit. Come on. Perfect shot. We smoked him. Come on. He is not going far. You know how I said we smoked that mythical? Well, let's just say we did not smoke him. In fact, we got a no organs hit, which I don't even have a clue where we could have hit on that stag and not hit any organs whatsoever. I mean, I was holding right on the front shoulder. He was quartering at us. The wind was kind of blowing back in our face. So if anything, I should have hit liver or intestine or shoulder blade or something. But no organs hit. I really don't know what happened. Now that I'm seeing this arrow here, it looks like we centered him, but that definitely should have been intestine. I guess we'll find out. Either way, he's a beautiful stag, and I'm happy to have him, but pelvis? How in the heck? What? Holy, was that off? The shot was like this. I was holding it right here. And we almost missed that sucker. But he's still a huge stag, 226 score. I mean, what an awesome stag. I still can't figure out how in the heck that shot happened like that. Oh well, at least we got him. And man, he's pretty magnificent looking too. Anyways, that's gonna pretty much wrap up this hunt. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.